Integrating and implementing your social enterprise promotional plan. A social enterprise promotional plan is all about communicating your message once you have decided your product, price and place. This is also known as promotion, the promotional mix, the communications mix and marketing communications. It's important to realise that your social enterprise promotional plan will have a number of objectives, including raising awareness, influencing expectations and ultimately increasing uptake, sales and profits. There are many promotional channels open to the social entrepreneur. We need to understand them so we can choose the right one to reach our target segments. The promotional plan will involve using a variety of these channels for different purposes. Using price as a promotional tool. Price is a common tool used in promoting some products and services. When it works, it encourages a quick response and generates increased uptake, especially for a new product or service that has not yet been tried and tested by your users. It is also effective in selling distressed stock, which is stock that would otherwise perish. However, if you simply reduce your prices, it can also lead you into a price war with your competitors. Common examples of price promotions are the buy one get one free promotion, couponing, money off promotions, competitions and introductory offers. However, these tools are very often short-lived. Paid for media advertising. Advertising is a paid for communication and transmits complicated information direct to your audience. It can be expensive and its effectiveness is sometimes questioned, but it can drive responses quickly to your website, email or your phone and develop your brand and reputation. It is essential that you research fully who these advertising channels are reaching out to and ask yourself, are these the same audiences my social enterprise wants to reach? With any paid for media, it's paramount that clear objectives are set and effectiveness is measured. Earned media. Earned media are the marketing channels that a social enterprise invests in to encourage positive awareness and debate around a brand. It includes PR, word of mouth that can be stimulated through viral and social media conversations in social networks, blogs and other communities, e.g. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Earned media, therefore, is when your users and beneficiaries become the channel. Your social enterprise brand earns media exposure when people start talking about your social enterprise, hopefully in a good way. A social enterprise has more potential than traditional enterprises to benefit from earned media. So think of ways in which you can leverage this advantage by telling your story. Press relations. Press relations is a specific example of earned media and is when you are encouraging journalists to write about you. This often involves you producing written copy, a release or announcement, for use by newspapers, magazines, TV, and other media outlets that have direct access to your target market segment. This can be very beneficial to the social enterprise, providing you with free advertising, but once released, the news item is beyond your control. However, often social enterprises, as with earned media, have an advantage over traditional enterprises because they are trying to meet a social need, and therefore many news outlets use these stories to spread positive news. Owned media. This is media owned by the social enterprise brand. Online, this includes social enterprises' own websites, blogs, mobile apps, or their social presence on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. A primary owned media channel is likely to be your website. Your social enterprise website needs to be driven by useful and interesting content and storytelling. It's also important to consider search engine optimization, which can reduce the need for pay-per-click and adverts. When deciding on your domain name, keep your domain name short and easy to type. Make sure the name is memorable and avoid numbers and hyphens. You might want to include keywords in your domain name. So if you're a cafe, you could include cafe in your domain name. Equally, you can include your locality in your domain name if you are a local social enterprise. You'll need to ensure that you select a name that is not already protected by copyright or already being used. Using keywords in your domain name may be difficult as many of these domain names have already been taken. You may then wish to use your brand name and devote your marketing efforts towards raising awareness of your social enterprise brand and what it sets out to achieve. Owned social media. Owned social media is less expensive than paid for advertising, but requires lots of staffing and effort, especially to ensure messages are streamlined across lots of channels. It does, however, allow the social enterprise to target your message and is great for engagement, crisis management, and customer service, but not so good for sales and bookings. Ultimately, social media helps your social enterprise be creative with less risk. Your users and beneficiaries are more likely to engage with your social enterprise if they find your social media content valuable. It's therefore important you develop fresh content that is useful, informative, and entertaining rather than use these channels to deliver direct marketing messages. Social media is a useful tool to help people learn more about your social enterprise and the value you provide. Developing an effective social media presence takes time and effort, so decide which channels are most effective and concentrate your efforts. Social media can be used as a form of word-of-mouth marketing. It's a good idea, therefore, to encourage your audience to leave reviews on your social media profiles. By encouraging these kinds of interactions, you'll be able to gain valuable insights into what your users and beneficiaries are interested in and what drives them. Designing the promotional mix. Its success is based on successful design of the marketing mix and targeted at the right segment. Start your social enterprise promotional plan by following these guidelines. 1. Target your message at your segment and where they look. 2. Choose your price and product offer. 3. Create your message. Rational appeals. These relate to the audience's self-interest and key motivators, e.g. price or life stage, and usually focus on the features of the product that will produce desired benefits. Emotional appeals attempt to generate positive emotions in your users and beneficiaries that can motivate them to make a purchase, often focusing on the benefits of the product. When you start up your social enterprise, you will be faced with many challenges. Marketing will be an essential part of your activity. You will need to prioritize your commitment to marketing and the channels you invest in. Be selective. Do not try to tackle too much. Think about your audience and what channels are most likely to reach your audience and impact them. It's not a good use of your time to update your Facebook page if none of your users and beneficiaries are active on this social media platform. Likewise, it's not very useful to be paying for advertising in a local newspaper if they are unlikely to be reading that publication. Some of this will be trial and error, but if you build in objectives and measures into the plan, you will start to find out what channels are most effective for your social enterprise.